Alright guys, so I'll make a quick video on how I trade and how I make money in trading crypto every day and how I implement my strategies and my trading system just so I can be a profitable trader and create an income just from trading and not have to worry about anything else that I do outside of this world. All I gotta do is spend a few hours on the charts every single day, if not maybe some half an hour, 15 minutes, whatever it be that I'm trading on the time scale. So I want you guys to understand that you are playing someone else's game, and with this in your head, knowing that you're playing someone else's game, it lets you know that you're always being manipulated, and that most likely every time you enter a position, you're one step behind what they actually want you to do. So whenever you do make that position, they will take advantage of it, and then later then, whenever they have their positions in, you'll think to do the opposite because they've now showed the opposite of what you wanted to happen. So you counter trade them, whilst the actual move that you wanted to do is the actual true move. So I'll give you a scenario that would like just kind of agree to that thesis. So here is the Bitcoin 23.9 push that we had on the 30th of January, which was before the close of the month. And this is what I call a organic push. This isn't manipulated that much in my eyes, except these little scam wicks here that the price kept doing to make you short, which then later pushed up. And as well as this move to the downside, which is quite manipulated in my eyes because it's quite fast and a lot of FVGs are filled, which then later creates a good trade for me later on, which you guys show in a minute. So this is what I would classify as a point of interest in the future for me to short Bitcoin in. All right, so this point right here, and this is the very top of the candle close that led to the dump that actually went down in the range, and we broke that range structure and continued to make lower lows, as you can see right here in a lower low. And initially as well, break a structure on here, which created some liquidity, and a lot of people actually lost money there from their long positions. And then a new price eventually does reach that point. And what I would do is I would just look to see what the price would give to us. Obviously, we have a liquidity sweep we talked about right here. So the price actually did come to that same point here, as you can see. But this is the manipulated move that I'm trying to talk to you guys about. So if you're, for instance, short right here, and initially, like I said guys, this is an organic top for me, which I would short if I eventually did hit across some trend lines with this, or it was somehow I was in a short on the top right here, whatever. And you got stopped out because of these wicks right here. Okay, there's a double top, more or less. There's actually a pattern which it's playing from before. If I guys quickly just show you maybe on the 4-hour chart, if you looked at the Bitcoin top right here, what happens is you have a triangle pattern with a double sweep of the tops right here. The thing is though, this top is actually higher than here because these stop out the early traders. So you can see that the original top is here, and eventually what happens is we have our internal structure here of just like consolidation in the triangle. These three triangles at the bottom create liquidity for the market, and eventually what happens is people go short here thinking it's bearish, especially here. They think there's some sort of like bearish pattern here and they short it, but that's where the real move comes in, and just creates manipulation at the very top for you guys. But if I go on auto for you and show you guys actually what happens here is the exact same thing, okay, more or less. This is your original top, this is your internal structure with some sort of structure there. People go short here and people go short here. It led to a fake dump before the real move happened, and then this is your manipulation. And initially, how you can take advantage of this is just look at the same points that you was interested in to do the past right here. As you can see, this was my point that I'd be interested in to see to reshort if price went beneath it in the future. So like here, price went beneath it and then hit that same spot. This is where I would re-enter a short position. But then to me later, then follow that same trend that my thesis was on, and to not miss that trade basically. Okay, yes, I might have got stopped out here with whatever these wicks here, just like you might have as well if you had the same plan as me. But the same opportunity can be given to you in the future, if you just give it patience, don't rush into the markets too much. And as you can see right here, you got re-entered into your trade, and look, the market went down to even sweep these lows here, which was the manipulated lows. And as well as that, I don't think that is the low, and I think we do go lower, as we did on the 4-hour chart back in 2020 or 21. Yeah, 21, where we just went down forever. All right, so initially, if the same pattern is playing out to perfection, more or less, as you can see, it's slow consolidation to the downside, and then to create later dumps in the future for us. Who says that this isn't the exact same pattern playing that they want to play, and that they just think, okay, let's just create some sort of support for us? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. I'm not going to consider the bottom because it's more or less the exact same as this. Before I move to the downside, and it's a huge dump. So who says that this isn't the same move happening right now, where we just continue to go down forever and then hit the 21.5k, and then we up on a weekly. But initially, I'm in a trade right now for a short position, and my setup looks something like this. I'm gonna guys show you something. Like, these videos are just made just for me to just talk for 10 minutes and just like kind of create some sense for you. So as you can see, this was the moment that I shorted at 23695, and then we later got the manipulated move. And initially I had my stop loss actually here, but what I did is I actually made it higher to the 24.42 area, or even I could have done the 24.66 area. I just did that one. I don't really care. I'm mostly watching price action to kind of accept into my mind that like this trade's out. I don't use stop losses just based off price. I do based off price action. So people just be like, oh, that price here, I'm out now. No, I'm watching the price action to see if it's manipulated or not, to see if actually these moves that are being created are actually just created just for me to be out of my position. So hence for now, I've kept my trade in and I'm actually not stopped out. And hence as well, like this same entry for me, like, because this is the candle close before the move actually happened towards the downside. The same move got retested, and that guys gave you a free short signal. Like, this shit's fucking easy, bro. Like, you guys need to look into these market moves and like just re-enter where your same position was in, and you'll get back into your trade easily. So obviously the market liquidity swept here. This also creates a TP for you, which you can take profit from, and as well as re-enter some higher points. Like, for instance, this isn't probably the best area to re-enter for a short position, because like it's a very low time frame high. I'm mostly interested to re-enter on FVG zone, such as this, and as well as this, maybe potential sweeps on this. Hold on a minute, what the hell is it doing here? Okay, that's your FVG. Mostly you want to be re-entering into a short position there if you took profits here, and scale back into the same idea that you have in the markets. All right, now that's it for me today. It's just a quick rundown of some sort of like ideas that market can give you that you can re-enter, etc., get manipulated, how you can take advantage. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys subscribe, post notifications, like the video, share to your friends, and that's it. Peace out.